Hi, I'm Matt, and this is Making Dollars and Cents at the Box Office, Weekend 50. It wasn't quite the party that Paramount Pictures was hoping for this past weekend with their latest film, Office Christmas Party, which only took second place with $16.9 million, losing out to Moana, which took first for the third weekend in a row with $18.9 million. For Office Christmas Party, the silver bell lining here is that they still have a few more weeks that they can milk the holiday season before becoming irrelevant for the current and coming years. And while the film, which carries a $45 million production budget, did perform just slightly better than Paramount's expectations for the weekend, it did fall just shy of $7 million for making back half its budget opening weekend. The film did receive a B from opening day audiences on CinemaScore, and for being a lighthearted, edgy Christmas comedy, it does have the chance of rebounding a little bit of momentum over the rest of the holiday season. For the rest of the top 5 this weekend, it was practically the exact same thing as last weekend, aside from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and Arrival getting bumped down to spots number 3 and 4 respectively. But the real party animal this weekend at the box office was Lionsgate's La La Land, which debuted in 5 theaters and brought in an estimated $881,000. While that only places the film at spot number 15 this weekend, it does mean that the film brought in $176,000 per theater, making it the best opening theater average of all of 2016 and the 10th best opening theater average of all time. With a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 93% approval rating from Google users, because apparently that's a thing now, the film is no doubt one of the stronger awards contenders this year and is definitely going to pick up some serious Oscar buzz and success over the coming weeks. And opening next weekend, we'll finally get to see Will Smith's Collateral Beauty, which is opening in over 2,900 theaters. It's a story of Howard, a successful advertising executive who wrestles with the tragedy of losing his one and only child and ends up cutting himself off from the rest of the world. And in an attempt to gain answers from the universe as to why this fate has befallen him, he writes letters to love, time, and death. When these concepts take on full human embodiments, Howard finally begins to learn that sometimes the deepest losses can reveal moments of meaning and eternal beauty. I'm anxious to go see this film because I love Will Smith, but right now the film is getting torn to shreds by critics. Maybe it'll surprise me, but for a film that already seemed a bit too over the top to already be garnering such responses, I don't have much hope that this film won't be causing anything other than some serious financial collateral damage to Warner Brothers this year. But if we're being honest, everyone is just playing for second best this coming weekend when the titan of all space and action movies that we've been waiting for all year long finally releases in theaters. And if you don't know which film I'm talking about, I don't know what galaxy far, far away you've been living in, but I'm talking Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Now, I personally am participating in this thing called Star Wars Pure, where I'm avoiding all trailers, posters, and anything Rogue One related until I see it. So aside from the general premise, which is this film is a prequel to the original Star Wars film, A New Hope, which was released way back in 1977, I can't tell you much about the film, but I am beyond stoked to see it this weekend. This film is guaranteed to take the top of the box office this coming weekend and probably the next couple, and promises to be another huge success for both Disney and the Star Wars franchise. I'm just praying that it'll be the prequel that we've all been hoping for to redeem the disasters that were episodes 1, 2, and 3. I guess we'll just have to wait until next week I'm making dollars and cents to see how it did, but until then, here's some money. Go see a Star Wars.